From Watson's Greenhouse and Nursery in Olympia, we're learning to grow. And some people say it's about time. Tonight on Evening. We're taking you behind the scenes of the fashionably late sequel to The Devil Wears Prada. The Georgetown restaurant mixing Italian cuisine with Pacific Northwest flavors. There they go! And they're way off the kooky and crazy races you'll see at Emerald Downs in Auburn. Welcome to the show from Watson's Greenhouse and Nursery in Olympia, celebrating 1 year at this new 10-acre location. I'm St. Brian, and we are here because the folks here know how to help even the most immature people, like me, learn how to grow. And this springtime, definitely the season for it. Spring has officially sprung in Olympia, and at Watson's Greenhouse and Nursery, this is the moment they've been growing toward all year.
Spring is really where Watson started. So this is really like what we call our Super Bowl time, right? Leading up to Mother's Day, which is our Super Bowl weekend.
There are rows of vibrant blooms and thousands of hanging baskets, all set to turn backyards into showpieces.
Someone can walk in and not only be inspired, but aspire to making their space more beautiful, and that's really what we strive to do.
Inside, you'll find fashionable, can't-miss gifts for Mother's Day.
Oh, I love this place. We've been going to the Puyallup place for years, and we live here, so we're glad it's here now, too.
But the fun doesn't end then. In mid-May, Watson celebrates their best-selling vegetable plants with Tomato-Rama.
We have over 70 varieties of tomatoes coming in, whether that's your slicers, your cherry tomatoes, your heirloom tomatoes like Black Krim.
And in June, Watson's hosts a Pollinator Pal scavenger hunt for kids.
Whether that's bees and butterflies, they help pollinate these plants and help our ecosystems grow.
As the days get longer and the blooms get brighter,
This is really when plants start waking up.
Watson's is helping the gardens of the South Sound grow. And to celebrate the season, Watson's hosts spring garden parties. They include 20% off everything that you buy, as well as wine and catered hors d'oeuvres. Watson's, by the way, is open every day of the week from 9 a.m. to 7 p.m. Well, fashion's favorite boss is back as the sequel to Devil Wears Prada finally hits theaters. When you're walking the red carpet for the premiere of a movie like The Devil Wears Prada 2, you'd better be dressed to kill. That's Meryl Streep in Givenchy, Stanley Tucci in Armani, Anne Hathaway in Louis Vuitton, Emily Blunt in Schiaparelli.
And I didn't know that we would be having a joyful skirt off.
You are here to help us through our current scandal.
Click, 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 everywhere I go.
But I did not hire you, and all I need to do is bide my time until you fail. Won't you take the train, dear?
Might show up late, might be on time. Just wait, I'm coming.
Now this is what you call fashionably late. After years of resistance, Meryl and Anne have finally stepped back into their iconic roles for a sequel nearly 20 years in the making.
Miranda?
Took you long enough.
So the first line that I read in the script about Andy this time around was, 20 years has done nothing to dim her heart or smarts.
The fashion industry has changed, the media landscape grimmer, but some delights remain the same, like Miranda Priestley's withering looks and razor-sharp lines.
I hope that's not what you're wearing to the dinner. That's all.
It's a fun and fierce reunion for fans of the original, bringing together real-life friends Meryl and Stanley Tucci.
It was like, why did it take so long?
Yes, exactly. It was like riding a bicycle.
You kind of forget when you get old.
Large parts of the movie were filmed in Milan last September during Fashion Week. And as you can imagine, what the actors wear is often more important than certain plot points. Enter costume designer Molly Richards.
The Devil Wears Prada 2, that's all you had to say, and you had your pick. Dior, Versace, Armani, Givenchy,
Gaultier,
Gabriella Hearst, Dolce, Tiffany, Fendi, Bulgari. When I first read the script, this Dries Van Noten jacket popped up in my head. I've just got to get that tassel jacket in the movie.
And while the clothes may be high fashion, the reality, not always so comfortable.
How have I approached stepping back into Miranda's shoes? With bunions.
This one is truly for the fans.
I just want to say thank you. We're literally here because of you. Because you took us into your hearts and kept us there for 20 years and said we want more. That's why this whole dream has continued for us.
I just love my job.
The Devil Wears Prada 2 is rated PG-13. I caught a press screening on Monday, and I can say it is highly entertaining. And even when it lags, there are so many cameos and so much eye candy, it's like flipping through a glossy magazine. So I say, go see it. And if all that Italian scenery has you craving great Italian food, Jose knows a place in Georgetown. It's called Mezzanotte.
Where are we today? Mezzanotte in the heart of Georgetown. We specialize in bringing Northern Italian cuisine, fusing it with P&W ingredients. You know, fine dining without the fussiness.
If you come to Georgetown, we're actually a hidden gem. We're the only place that I know around here that does Italian food, local, seasonal.
What do you guys are famous for here? We make our focaccia daily, make all of our own pastas, extrude them in-house.
Can you say something in Italian?
Ciao, Bella.
Okay, moving on.
We also have a disco bathroom, and we have a disco ball in it with Italian disco playing.
Yes, Mezzanotte has the vibes. But I have one question. What about when it comes to drinks? What makes a good Negroni?
Perfect balance of bitter, sweet, and a little refreshing sometimes. Okay, I'm gonna make you a couple Negroni variations. First up, we got Malort. What have we done? I make a Malort in-house. We're doing that one with Four Roses Bourbon, Carpano Antica, super classic Italian vermouth, and then Senza Fina Last Leaf, very rich, earthy Amaros. A second Negroni I'm making for you is called a Negrini. So it's gonna be a gin base, 0.75 ounce of that. Cocchi Americano, fortified wine from Italy. Everyone's favorite Midori, which is a watermelon liqueur. We're gonna do a ½ ounce of that. And then our Senza Fine Grassy Eden, 0.25. Lastly, we've got Vegetal Chartreuse Bitters. Nice little mint leaf for garnish.
Let's see. It's refreshing though.
Yeah.
What can you say about this one?
That one's definitely gonna be more on the bitter side, a little more cozy, a little more comforting.
More comfy side? Yeah, this one has more flavor.
But Jose, you can't just leave just having 2 Negronis. I'm gonna have Chef Devin cook you up some food.
The 2 plates I'll be doing today are bucatini cianciova, which is the garlic anchovy Calabrian paste with prawns, fresh basil, tomato sauce, and then breadcrumbs on top. And then the second dish we'll be doing is the risotto ai germogli di felce, which is fiddleheads with oil-cured black olives, fresh mint, lemon juice, chili flake, and Parmesan.
So if you want to live la dolce vita in the Georgetown neighborhood, there will be a place waiting for you.
Thank you, Jose. Looks so good. Mezzanotte is open Tuesday through Sunday and is located on Bailey Street in Georgetown. So do you have a favorite road trip, a go-to getaway? Well, you've got just about 1 week left to share them with us, possibly win a getaway of your own. All you need to do is vote in our 30th annual Best Northwest Escapes. Go to king5.com/escapes to vote for your favorite getaways. Each vote gives you a chance to win a Grays Harbor getaway to Westport, Ocean Shores, Lake Quinault, and Seabrook, worth $5,000. So vote for your favorite Best Northwest Escapes right now. Still to come on the show, want to connect with nature? How about a tree hugging competition in Olympia? And they're way off. From T-Rexes to grandparents, the crazy races happening at Emerald Downs. Evening is sponsored by Watson's Greenhouse and Nursery, and Best Northwest Escapes is sponsored by Unforgettable Grays Harbor County. Welcome back to the show from Watson's Greenhouse and Nursery in Olympia. Our next story may be the most Olympia thing we have ever seen, a tree hugging competition. Not only did I check it out, I also got to compete. go!
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
This was not what I expected to be doing on a Sunday afternoon. Racing from tree to tree.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
In a speed hugging competition. But I got all caught up in the weird and wonderful event organized by tree whisperer Dr. Julie Ratner.
So I'm connecting to this tree and to the roots that are connecting this tree to all the other trees. This is another universe.
This is the same Olympia woman we met 5 years earlier, giving surprisingly musical tours through old-growth forests.
What you're hearing is the wood wide web. We heal by hugging trees. Trees emit a compound called phytoncides that help suppress our stressors. And they heal PTSD, depression, anxiety. Besides the fact that it's just a really fun thing to celebrate our tree elders.
A fun celebration is exactly what's happening within sight of the state capitol.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
The first judged event is speed hugging. So how many trees can you hug for 5 seconds each for a total of 30 seconds?
It's hard to hug a tree that many times.
The second judged category is freestyle. How creatively can you hug a tree?
You did it!
Yeah.
And the third judged category is devotional, reverential.
The event comes with a closing ceremony, a group hug of sorts.
Oh, I love it! They really are our survival. What we do to nature, we do to ourselves. And that's why my motto is breathe in, breathe out, thank a tree. Thank you, trees!
Thank you, trees!
We're spiraling, spiraling, spiraling. Okay, thank you all.
Thank you.
Wow, I did not know I looked like that when I ran. Julie Ratner is hosting a nature walk this Saturday, and she says she has room for 5 more people to join her. All right, off to Auburn now, where Emerald Downs is opening their horse racing season. And as exciting as it is to see thoroughbreds coming down the stretch, it's the other kind of races that they have there that has caught the attention of the entire world. Here they go! They're rumbling, they're stumbling, and they're the last thing you might expect to see on a horse track. And it's all about amusing families between races.
There's about a half hour in between races, so just picture a sport where there's like 8 half times.
It all began back in 1999 with wiener dog races.
It was an old beer commercial with dachshunds running, and then somebody decided to kind of do it.
Then came the corgis, followed by bulldogs.
And this is all for the fun of it. You know, this is people's pets, and I always tell people if your dog's healthy enough to run 10 seconds in the backyard, they can do this.
The T-Rex races were born as a team-building exercise by a local pest control company.
They wanted to run on the track, we let them run on the track. And somebody took a video, and then it wound up online, and it got like a couple million views. And now this year, we're expecting like 250 people dressed as T-Rexes to come and participate. They're flying, you know, from New York City and Virginia, and even one person says they're coming from Australia just to be on this race, just to be able to say that they did it.
Babies away.
There are babies racing and dozens of kids running at the same time.
They're off.
And grandparents.
For the record, I begged them and pleaded them before they went out there to please go slow, don't fall, take it easy. And that gate opened, and they weren't having any of it.
And it's a way to get families to come back.
Then they come and they love the horse racing, right? You hear the cheering. I mean, it's all about building fans for the sport of horse racing. And it's fun. There's thrills to it. And when they leave here, it's a full day of just smiling and having a good time.
This year's Grandparents' Race is on May 31st. Opening day is this Saturday at Emerald Downs, the same day as the Kentucky Derby. Now, you can win a trip for 4 to go whale watching on the FRS Clipper's brand new Emerald Clipper. Here's how. Join the FRS Clipper for Seattle's only whale watching tour. It's your chance to see orcas, humpbacks, and more from the brand new Emerald Clipper, a boat designed and built for seeing whales in the wild. All you have to do is vote for anyone in the Best Boat Tour category in evening's Best Northwest Escapes. Go to king5.com/escapes for your chance to win a Clipper whale watching adventure for 4. Up next, it's Seattle's greatest mystery. We try to uncover the story behind Hot Dog Man. Evening is sponsored by FRS Clipper. Here's a behind-the-scenes look at Ella Langley's Choosin' Texas video, shot at the historic Stagecoach Ballroom in Fort Worth. The song has spent the past 7 weeks atop the Billboard charts and 20 straight weeks at the top of the country charts.
This song continues to surprise me and blow me away every single day. The love that people have for this song, the dances they make up to it, the different versions they make up to it. I mean, it's all you can hope for as an artist, as a songwriter, and I just can't wait to play it live some more this year.
Just when I thought I got him to fall.
Welcome back to the show from Watson's Greenhouse and Nursery in Olympia. It is one of Seattle's great mysteries. Who is spray painting hot dog guys all over the city? Our photographer Diane Lewis-Torrey asked the very clued-in owner of the punk rock flea market if he knows.
He's irreverent, he's funny, and he's friendly. Hot dog guy. We all call him the hot dog guy. I think it's great. I think it's identifiable. I think people recognize it when they see it. It's distinctive. No one else is doing it. They're everywhere. They're where you don't expect to see them. He's always a happy character, right? You see him and you're glad to see him, and he's always like, hey there, hey you look good. Hot dogs are a celebratory food. Hot dogs are what you eat at the ballpark, at a party, right, a birthday party, you have hot dogs. You're happy when you see the hot dog guy. Walk through an alley when you normally take the main streets, and that's where you're likely to find one. It's part of the skin of Seattle. That hot dog guy is everywhere. 25 or 30 years that he's been making those around. And it's not just Seattle. It's all up and down the West Coast. It's in other cities. You can find the hot dog guy. Hot dog guy, the guy who makes the hot dogs, this is his identity, and this is something that he enjoys and he identifies with, and he's putting it up there and he's creating his tag. And you notice it because it's really different. It doesn't just say his name, it's not just a series of numbers, it's a hot dog guy, and he's friendly, and he's funny, and he draws you in. But it's that same spirit and that same sort of artistic flair and personal desire for expression is what underlies all of tagging culture. That's where it comes from. The hot dog guy absolutely makes Seattle a better, brighter, happier place. And it's great to have a mystery friend who appears when you least expect him. It's great to have that character popping up all over Seattle.
The guy behind the hot dog guy remains a mystery, but now you're going to start noticing all of his creations all over the city. And also, I'm hungry.
Now in our 40th season, Evening shares local stories that make our community shine. Evening is sponsored by Pemco Insurance. Pemco empowers the Northwest to prevent the preventable. Learn how at pemco.com.
Welcome back to the show from Watson's Greenhouse and Nursery in Olympia. We're going to leave you tonight with one more nod to The Devil Wears Prada 2, which is coming out this weekend. Lady Gaga and Doechii teaming up on the new single and outrageous music video for Runway. Thanks so much for watching.
For the runway. Sashay, Sashay.